Good morning. Hello. Happy Monday. I hope y'all are doing well and had a good weekend. Weather was fairly decent, at least here in North Carolina. Cold morning and warm afternoons. We are heading towards spring, so hopefully we'll get some nice weather this year. Holland's already out and causing a mess. All right, so we played we played Dragonage Origins last Monday, Tuesday. Missed it. We got the videos in the playlist. Same thing with Crisis Core. Friday, the Wheel of Fate chose Elder Scrolls Online, and so we played that. Started a new playthrough as a Templar. If you missed that, video was there. Make sure you check it out. So this week we're going to be a little different. We're going to be doing Dragon Age Monday and Tuesday. We're going to have changed schedules slightly for this week. Crisis Core Wednesday. Going to have to skip Thursday because my wife has a doctor's appointment. So I'll probably be live on Friday to make up for Thursday. So there won't be any Wheel of Fate this week. We'll do that next week. Unless I'm busy then too, but I'll keep you posted. It's kind of a crazy time at the moment. Let me look at the calendar real quick. All right, so doctor appointment Thursday. I probably won't be live Monday the 13th because I have this stupid training thing I got to do at work. That's really a waste of my time, but it makes them feel happy, I guess. So the 9th and the 13th, we'll be canceling streams. I think that is it for this month. All right, so we're going to play Dragon Age. Pull it up here. We are currently in the alienage. And there was a group of Imperium people that were basically selling elves as slaves, claiming that they're helping with the plague, because there's a bunch of sick people here, and saying that they're helping with the plague, and then people are disappearing. And it's because they were selling them on the slave trade, basically. All right, let's have a look at our journal here, see what we got going on. Something wicked. Okay, so there is a Templar who's blind, and he senses there's something wrong in the alienage. He's asked us to have a look around. Then we got, you've discovered the missing elves have been sold into slavery, and you have recovered evidence that shows that Loghain knew about this. And then it could be useful at the Landsmeet. And we still got to find in an alienage apartment you found Fazil's sextant, return it to Chantry Rosamond. So we can turn that in as well. But we're supposed to be looking for something out of place here in the alienage. Let's see what else we got here. Finding places of power. I'm not exactly sure what it looks like. We can turn that into the Blackstone people. Then we got to do the Landsmeet. So something wicked in the alienage, but I'm not seeing anything on the map. Not exactly sure what to look for.
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is...
The fact that there's rats roaming around. Dead dog.
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, my lord.
Are they lying?
Can you spare some coin?
I'm gonna give them 30 silver because they lying.
Thank you, sir.
You are too good to us.
The corpse of a rabid dog. It looks like he was skewered with a spear. Nobody's cleaned up the body and it appears to have been dead for some time. This is...
I can't believe you did all that for us. An outsider, even. Thank you.
Very well.
I'm wondering if the dog had anything to do with our current quest. Another one right there that's alive.
There he is! Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe. There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated. Oh, huzzah! Huzzah for the hero of the Denerim!
All of us are eating tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feral dog growling.
You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Bad men?
The housemen. They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. Then the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding. Poor animals. Poor us.
What about the animals?
The dogs hear the bad men too. They make good dogs so confused, so angry. Poor little pups barking at the noise. Make them stop.
Who's your grandmother?
Never met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away.
What do the voices say?
Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house.
Anything I can do to help?
No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
Hey, orphanage. Maybe I should go there. I'm not seeing anything that says an orphanage, so we're going to go to that marker here. Talk to the Templar.
What have you found?
Oh, there's a dead rabid dog in the alley.
I'll report that at once. I've heard such afflictions can spread, even from a corpse. I suppose someone may not have known that. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
One of the dogs went feral.
Not unprecedented. I have heard of similar problems throughout Denerim. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
Oh, didn't let me tell him about the other thing, though. All right, what's going on in the orphanage? Let's have a peek.
The feeling is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Makes sense since you are blind.
It has begun.
Or blood. The hell was that? Can't go through that door.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a falling, Sir Willem, Sir Willem, today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem, Sir Willem. But I'm dying, Sir Willem.
Sir Willem.
Sir Willem, in pain. No.
Ghost. Oh, we got something in here. Not possible to pick. Same thing here. Aha! Because it was a trap. Why did my dude not follow directions? Make any sense at all? Why did he run over here?
Time for a little bloodletting, I see. Not so fast. Let's be wary. Scream for mercy. invigorating that was.
Oh, can't go in there. Tortured woman. Tormented woman.
Cross me and you shall pay! I can't die.
All I can do.
One, two, mercs went through. 3, 4, the kingdoms at war.
As you say.
9, and now you die.
I stepped into a spider web.
By the Maker! I still remember my first battle.
It's your time to die!
One thing we've done.
This is the center of it.
Mortal! You do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to
As a
command
rage
me?
demon.
Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
Aura of fire. It's fire arrows. It changes them for ice arrows.
Very well.
Yay! Everybody's gonna get electrocuted, but that's just Let's see here. We do this. How many can we potentially? 3, maybe 4. My character's not fighting at all. Stupid camera. Stay where you at. Unfortunately, I can only get 1, 2.
We won! At one time, I considered myself quite the warrior, but you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it, just on the other side of this wall. Let us go!
Let us save first. Of course. Should have had Liliana. But I wanted to see what the dialogue was going to be.
As you say. Very well. I shall do it. This won't take long.
Apparently it will. Let's see here. Do I have any equipment I can't equip yet? Because strength or what? Let's see. All right. Save. We leveled up. Can't get in there because everyone's not a good enough lockpick.
It's begun.
I am your death!
That one in the back. Ogren, you. Well, no. Ogren, you can fight him. I already got him set to defend Morgan, anyways. And boom, boom.
There's no glory in bloodshed. Good shot.
Just standing there. I'm not fighting nobody. That's not good. Alright. Got that taken care of.
As you say. Very well.
Leave me alone. Just go. The voice came.
Oh, now we got abominations. Means they used to be human.
They will.
It's not even hurting us.
As you say.
Lord have mercy. See, it's got better damage, less critical chance though. Same armor penetration and same strength modifier. That critical chances. Let him keep what he's got. And we're out of the building. Now what? West is just gone. Where's the Templar?
The bad men. They are quiet. They call for blood no more.
Bad men were demons.
I wonder if more bad men are out there.
Alright, I think what we're going to do, since you've given me an option to change party members. You
Braska.
Indeed.
do in. See if we can do some backtrack and open up some chests we couldn't do before. And you would have thought that the Templar guy would have said more than what he did.
As you say.
Okay.
I approve.
Like everybody's gone up a level. Hmm. Let's do... that.
Right away.
Knight Commander Shield. I'm assuming that's something. Oh, that the beggar. Probably could give that to the beggar. Got better missile deflection. That's about it. Doesn't have all the side effects. All the... See what it looks like though. Might be able to give it to Alistair. And that is it.
It is begun.
For the orphanage, anyways.
The bad men, they are quiet. They call for blood no more.
This amulet yours? I found it in the orphanage.
It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it?
Here you go.
I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life.
Alright, now we're going to go back to the hospice and get whatever treasure we didn't get there.
so quiet. Nobody's coming back, are they?
On my way. On my way. Yes, of course.
Good thing I came back.
As you like.
Can you hear me? I think I'm back on. My chat on OBS though is still disconnected. If I can close it and reopen it. All right, I think we're good now. I looked over and I saw it was saying reconnecting, and I'm like, okay, bitrate was 0. And then I looked over and it said no internet. I was like, well, great. So I did a troubleshooting thing, and it basically told me it didn't know anything. And so then I went over and unplugged it and plugged it back in. Yay! But hey, at least it didn't make us go offline. It didn't end the stream. It just kind of held it there, I guess. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna try this again. Pull up the game here. Resume. We just turned in a quest. I don't know how much y'all caught, but we just turned in the quest where we were looking for something that was stolen. Let's see. I don't think we found all the places of power, so the Mage Collective is probably not going to say anything new.
Good to see you again.
All right, but I did do the Blackstones quest here. In Denerim, Redcliffe, or Lothering. Where are they in Denerim? They in the tavern, maybe? I think they might have been in the tavern. One way to find out. Oh, there he is.
The Irregulars thank you. Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Change and leadership. The time has come to see this guild under new leadership. My father has led the Irregulars through some tough times, but it's clear that his judgment is faulty from age, and it is time for new blood to head up the guild. This was a difficult decision for me to come to, and I fear that he will not give up his position peacefully. You will find him in Denerim, in the market district, likely surrounded by his sycophants, however you pronounce that. Do whatever you deem necessary to convince him that his son's leadership is the best chance for this guild to thrive in these times. The guild backs this mission, and my friend, as do many of our friends in Denerim. Let concerns of dissent fade from your mind. This is the right thing to do. But how do I know that? I don't know anything about him. Somewhere in Denerim, that's all we know. Found Raelnor and kill him. Cementing Tauren's leadership of the Black. He wants me to kill his father? Yeah, sure, that's not wrong.
There's nothing more to say. Pester someone else.
Now we gotta figure out where he is. Where are you? I don't think he would be in the alienage. Go to the brothel. Maybe he'd be in the brothel. What do you think? Or maybe not. I'm not seeing anything on the map.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Well, I'm not exactly sure where in Denerim he is. It'd be nice if they gave us a little more information.
I hear there isn't even really any Darkspawn down south. It's all Grey Warden work.
They're a devious lot, that's for sure.
Excuse me?
Greetings,
Neighbor
my lord.
fled the city yesterday. Thinking it.
Maker's blessing to you.
Some fellow in Thedas said that the Darkspawn turn folks into ghouls.
I don't know, we might have to look it up. They have no hints whatsoever where he is, other than he's in Denerim. That doesn't tell me much, because I've been all over Denerim. He's nowhere to be found. You gotta be kidding me. The game just crashed. Apparently gonna be an interesting Monday. Internet goes first, and then the game goes. What's going to be next? And how far back are we? Turning in the one mission.
As there is but one world, one life, one death.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
The irregulars thank you.
All right, so his name is Railnor. Let's look at it. Okay.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
There it is.
Ah, Warden, we finally meet. I know why you're here. Talran sent you. My own son wants me dead. Well, I suppose I should be proud that I bred in him such ambition.
Why would he want you dead?
He is an ambitious child. Hungry for the guild to be the way it was in his grandfather's day, a violent band bolstered by secret funding from the nobility. He disagrees with my belief that we can make our way without such backroom dealing. We can, instead, work with honor and integrity.
I happen to agree with you.
I appreciate you saying that, Warden. It's good to know that my beliefs are shared by someone of your station. I have wrestled with my own emotions about my son for some time, in fear that I may have to turn a blade on him myself. But I cannot bring myself to do it. Kill my own son, even if it's what's best for my men.
I could take care of him for you.
I ache even discussing this, but Talran has killed his opponents and bullied my men. It has to stop. Challenge him to a duel and defeat him. Return to one of our posts, and I will reward you.
Get it done.
As much as I appreciate your help, I cannot see you after the deed is done. Despite everything, you will still be the one who killed my son. Last I heard, he was headed toward Lothering. You should find him there. Come, men. Evil thoughts make me thirsty for ale.
Well, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? Said Lothering. I can't go to Lothering. Maybe if I just leave? That didn't work. Oh. Yeah, I got some stuff to sell anyway.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly. Very well.
Here real quick. Oh, Kalen's shield is definitely better. Well, it's technically stronger, but you would lose that health regeneration, weakens nearby Darkspawn, stamina regeneration, damage versus Darkspawn. But it is stronger. It's just sitting there using the bathroom.
Ask away.
Your wish?
Something I can help with?
Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously. All right.
Okay. Oh.
Aye. All right then.
I don't know why they didn't just leave it at that, but okay.
What is your wish, Kadan? As you wish.
I am listening.
Enchantment? Enchantment! Enchantment? Enchantment!
What comes, my friend? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
As you say.
You will have the best equipped army Ferelden has ever seen.
Yep. I will be back in a few minutes. Guess what? Internet went down again. And now I get a message from Spectrum saying there is a service outage. It says restoral estimated by 12:30 p.m. So 30 minutes after I'm supposed to be done streaming, they're saying the internet will be back. Why couldn't they tell me sooner? And then I'm a firm believer, if you don't get what you pay for, then you should get some of your money back, right? So whatever you're paying in internet for however amount of time, and they can rate it, that you're without internet, they should deduct that from your next bill so that you're not paying as much the next time. Because you're paying for something you're not getting, which should be illegal. Because, you know, there's a contract. Okay, I'm paying you this, you're giving me internet, and if I'm not getting internet, then you are breaking the contract, which means I could technically sue you. That's how I see it. But they let these internet companies do whatever they want. Catching up at 1.5 speed, okay. And I know shit happens, but they should figure that in their services. Like I said, take money, you know, give money back or whatever. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they can't control things, but what they can do is, oh, well, my customer's without service, then I need to, you know, give them some money back, or, you know, don't charge as much on the next bill or something. It's kind of the way I see it. And yeah, accidents do happen because let me tell you, quick story here. Yesterday morning on the way to work, and I start work at 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening. So it was close to 6 o'clock, and I'm trying to go to work. And so I'm on the highway, and then I take an exit, and then my job is like right there. As soon as you get off the exit, you take a right, and boom, it's right there. But I couldn't exit the highway because the police had it blocked off due to the fact that a tractor and their trailer caught on fire. And so there was fire department and all that mess there, and they had it blocked up. I'm going up to going up the ramp because I need to find out how I need to get to work. Because I'm really only familiar with going the one way. And so I'm pulling up, and the officer has his flashlight, and he's like motioning me with the flashlight to keep going. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna talk to you, you know. And so I pull up, put the window down. He comes up. I'm like, I'm public safety. I work right here. How do I get there? He's like, I don't know. You're gonna have to drive all the way down to Mebane. And I'm like, well, I don't know anything around Mebane. And he's like, well, you need to go. You're gonna cause an accident. There's cars coming. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, this is an exit. They see your light. They see my brake lights. This is what I'm thinking to myself. You know, you got to be careful what you say to police nowadays. And you would think that the logic would be the person behind me would line up behind me and basically ask you the same questions. How do I get where I need to go? But it's called, he didn't really want to talk about it. He didn't want to talk to anybody. He just wanted to motion people. He didn't want to bother with anybody. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to pull over here and try to get my GPS going because I have no idea where I'm going and I'm going to be late to work because of all this mess. So I called the officer that was already there. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be late. This is what's going on. He's not paid to talk. He's paid to wave a flashlight. You should have offered him a donut. Well, that might be true. I know as security officers, our job is a lot of talking involved with people and communication. And apparently police aren't required to do that because they don't know how to talk to people. But anyways, so I pulled down to the next exit, turned around, and skipped that exit and got off at the next exit and had to drive through the country and go in the back way. And as I was pulling in the parking lot, I'm looking down the street and I'm seeing traffic coming across the bridge, you know, from the other side. And I'm like, you know, he could have said that. You know, he could have said, hey, go down the next exit, turn around, get off at this exit on the other side of the bridge where the truck stop is, come across the bridge, and you can get there. Boom, done. That easy. But did he say that? No. He's like, no, I don't know what to do. I'm like, dude, you're a county sheriff. How do you not know anything? This is called you don't want to do anything. So that was kind of annoying. It's like, what the hell am I paying you for? Maybe we need to better interview our law enforcement officers. I mean, I do believe they need more education than what they're getting. They're not even required to have a degree, and they can be a police officer. Why? Make them have a degree. Give them a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, law enforcement. Have them go through all kinds of training, including how to talk to people and how to deal with people with mental illnesses and whatnot. The correct way of defending yourself and applying force, because they apparently don't know how to do any of that shit. and then pay them more. Pay them what they deserve based on the education and the training that they get. I mean, for the most part, I guess all they kind of get is a certificate. And that's kind of it. And they're making more money than me. Like, what? The sheriff is the elected official, but the deputies are not. And they appoint their own deputies? I don't know for sure. I don't think so. I think the deputies are pretty much like the city police. It's just the sheriff that is appointed. I'm pretty sure. But I think they need more training than what they're getting. And maybe it would help them stay out of hot water. So, I don't know. I know some of their self-defense stuff needs a little work. Because I worked at a security at another college. And they used to do their training exercises there before they moved to another location. And I would do my rounds, and I would poke my head in the gym, and I would watch a little bit. Because I was also training in martial arts at the time. And I'm watching them, and I'm like, y'all gonna get your asses kicked. What in the world are y'all doing? His HR staff, yeah. Their instructor was wearing the big red foam suit. I think it's called the Red Man suit or something like that. And they had the rubber training batons or sticks or whatever. I mean, they were fairly long. I guess the exercise was they were supposed to strike at the knee to, knock the person down, basically. And every single one of them who did it bent over, reaching for the knee. It's like, that's why you have the stick, so you don't have to reach for it. And it's like, dude, when you bend over, you're going to get a knee in your face, and you're going to get punched in the head because you can't see what's coming. Not to mention your balance is now forward, so now you can get thrown to the floor. If you have to bend over, you're not going to hit it anyways. So you might as well not do that. Always keep your back straight. Keep your body sideways so that most of your vital areas are covered. Never face somebody forward because you got all this stuff where if they hit, you're dead. Okay? And so I kind of chuckled about that. I'm like, that's our law enforcement officers training? Okay. They should. I think all law enforcement officers should have training, regardless of what you call themselves. And it's hilarious because which ones don't want to do their jobs. I worked at a chicken plant for about 1.5 years. That was a horrible job. They wanted you to do everybody's job for them. And so we had an accident in the parking lot. Somebody backed into somebody. You know how people are. I'm in a hurry to get home. I'm not going to look behind me, And so they backed into each other, and, I called the police to come out. They sent this goober of a state trooper out, and he was talking with them. And when I was able to get some free time, because I still had to do a report on it, when I got some free time, I went over to, get information and whatnot. And the officer's like, you need to tell your bosses they need to repaint this parking lot because I'm not coming out here again. And then he's like, oh, and by the way, if anything happens behind your guard hut, I don't have any jurisdiction over there. I can't do nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, really? You are a state trooper, which means your jurisdiction is in the entire area of North Carolina. And you can't go behind my guardhouse, okay? They might say private property or whatever the bullcrap is. Meanwhile, county sheriff department goes back there and deals with problems all the time. So you're telling me that the county sheriff department has more jurisdiction than a state trooper? I think it was just bullshit. He just didn't want to be there and didn't want to do his job. I think some of them just want to, sit on the side of the road and not have to do anything. You really got to question how things are being run because, for example, the one college I worked at, we had a security officer, older guy. And from what I was told, he was a retired sheriff deputy. Okay. He didn't know how to write reports. Now, how are you a law enforcement officer retired and don't know how to write a report? Crazy. Heard that they have pretty tight jurisdictional lines. State troopers tend to be highway and things connected to the highway. Anything else, they need to defer to local police. I don't know why he came. I called 911 and that's who they sent. You know, I figured they were going to send the sheriff department because we were technically outside city limits. I thought they were going to send the sheriff. That's usually who comes, but they sent this goober of a state trooper. Crazy. All right. We got to try to find this dude that wanted to kill his dad. And we're going to have to kill him instead. Because he wants to turn his the men into like cutthroats. Yeah, he could have called and requested the proper authority when he got there and realized he couldn't help. That's just lazy of him. Yeah, you could tell he was one of those kind of lazy, not wanting to do nothing. All right, well, I guess we need to somehow walk near Lothering, so I guess we'll go to the docks and then we'll go to the forest. And maybe we'll run into him. Who wants a Star Crunch? Y'all remember Star Crunches? I think this is where we got to go. Never seen a Star Crunch in my life. Wow. Like chocolate and Rice Krispies and whatnot. It's pretty good. Not good for you, but it's pretty good. I'm here to kill you. Uh Ah. Now we get our hands dirty, she says. I'm gonna have her do a kill. I'm all the way over here, and he's all the way over here. All right, we got one irregular there. Finish him off. I think we did it. I'll end up selling that stuff. Elf root here. See anything else? Oops. I am sorry. Y'all spent the whole time watching me instead of watching the fight. I am sorry. You got the sound effects. I'm sorry. It is just going to be one of them days. Oh my lord. I looked up and I was like, wait a minute. Y'all didn't see the fight.
Very well.
You were AFK most of the time. I guess that was a good thing.
Dwarf! Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the finest crafts, straight from Orzammar. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Should put that in the storage.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Alright, go turn in. We killed the sun.
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
Well, that is it. All right, we're starting to get slim on the stuff here. Well, I guess we're ready for this lands meet thing. Pretty much nothing else to do.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
I shall do it.
Oh, we got to talk to Honora.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I realize that my actions at Howe's estate may not have painted me in the best light. For that, I apologize and hope that we can start again. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Howe did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
See, are you proposing an alliance? I don't think I'm as important as you believe. Why should I support you? I think you are a better candidate than Alistair. Not to get ahead of herself.
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
Being a good ruler requires more than ambition.
Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
How do you know so much about him?
Caelan knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
Seem to like Alistair much.
My feelings towards Alistair have nothing to do with it. I barely know him.
Exactly.
I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? Thus,
yes.
I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it.
Not get ahead of ourselves.
I agree that there is much to be done before the lands meet, but don't you think plans should still be made for what will follow? I do.
My thought process is Alistair and her are going to get married. His lineage, and then I guess her brains. Why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. I need your support, Warden, and you will need mine.
Proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Why not simply marry Alistair, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I will speak to him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
I don't entirely trust her to begin with. It's like, have Alistair there to keep an eye on her kind of thing.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think you'd be a great king, Alistair.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea?
Kind heart and a strong sense of justice.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry Honora.
Marry her? As in marriage? As in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy. I suppose. I don't know how much of a leader I am, but at least I know she's a good ruler. Go ahead, then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now, excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it, then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistair and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
You need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
That kind of got cut. All right, let's go talk to Eamon.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Loghain was collaborating with a Teventer slaver.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Fun.
I hope Eamon doesn't expect me to give a speech. Maker, he probably does, doesn't he? Oh.
Indeed.
Indeed.
We gonna get attacked on the way?
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Really not see what Loghain has become.
Do you mean to talk me into betraying my lord? There are not such words in all language to make that happen, Warden. Now let us end this! To arms, men!
Okay. Alistair needs to go up a level. You have several. Can't get them because of the post.
Very well.
Oh, I can't do both of them. Do it with fire.
Ready! Defend yourself! Make it for the 10!
Oh shit.
Let's end this!
Oh, she's down. That leaves you, just you left.
Stay down.
Another battle, I see.
Summer sword, huh? I gave her a chance. She chose to fight. Got 2.
It is begun.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer.
Tell us, Warden. How will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
Oh, let's see here.
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The South is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
You fled the field at Ostagar and left Kaelin to die.
Oh, do continue. The Landsmeet hungers to hear the tactical analysis of Ostagar from a spoiled child. You goaded him into making that charge. He believed the tales, Warden. He thought your handful of men would turn the tide for him. Strategy and consequences be hanged. What would you have me do? Kaelin's was not the only life in my hands. Should I have sacrificed the entire army for his mistake? Do not imagine that you can shame me with Kaelin's death.
He was Marik's son. My king. No one regrets his loss more than I do.
Bullshit, you wanted the throne. And you should atone by supporting Merrick's remaining son.
This Alistair could be the son of the stable master, for all we know. If he were a true son of Merrick, I would not hesitate to swear fealty to him. But I see nothing of Merrick in this pup. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter?
What have I done? I protected her from you.
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Queen speaks the truth.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
Landsmeet is against you, Loghain. Step down gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once, before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marik told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough. Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion? It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself. Ferelden!
Well done.
I shall do wonderful.
He hits pretty hard.
It shall be done.
Well done.
Excellent. Yes.
Well done.
I fight.
As you say.
Ferelden!
He does hit pretty hard, doesn't he? He's probably going to pass the physical check, so.
Well done.
Wonderful.
He knocked my ass down.
Excellent. Yes.
Wonderful. It is begun.
Yes.
By the Maker!
Oh, you got that one too, huh? His is better than mine.
Quickly, we must fight!
Excellent.
No quarter shall be given. Wonderful.
Guys, give me just a second. Sorry about that. My daughter needed me for something. All right. He's got a little bit of life left. Who will win?
Face me!
I'm knocked on my ass. Heal.
I shall do it. Wonderful. Wonderful.
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait. There is another option. Patean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Oh shit, they're gonna make him a warden? Want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden, and there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
He has a point. We should put him through the joining.
Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
Not all of us have spotless honor, you know.
Some things can't be undone or forgiven. This goes way beyond having spotless honor. We aren't talking about a minor hiccup in his past. I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
I thought the two of you were going to marry.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
You'd throw away a very fortunate alliance for petty revenge? Perhaps Ferelden is better off without you, Alistair.
Why? Why? Alistair is being a child, but I mean, I understand his anger. But on the same token, you know, he saw the Wardens as being his enemy, and then to make him one is kind of payback, is kind of justice. You're going to be sending him into the front lines to fight the Darkspawn, which he could still die. So much for the whole marriage thing. You're right, Honora. Take the crown.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people.
Trying to do what's best for Ferelden.
What is wrong with you? I thought we were friends. Now you're siding with a man who killed Duncan.
Not true.
Isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure I know what's true anymore. All I know is I can't let this pass. Not and still live with myself. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot endure another civil war. I must call for your execution.
No, you owe me a boon. Let him go, Honora.
This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people. Ever. I swear it. Time for me to go. Good luck. You'll need it if he actually survives the joining.
You don't have to leave.
You heard Honora. I do, or I get to join Duncan. Nice, huh? Have fun ending the Blight. Or whatever. I guess you made your decision, right? So goodbye.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a Blight to defeat, and armies to gather. And I appoint this man to lead us in both. We will not allow this land be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces, and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat Ferelden has ever faced. And we shall triumph over it, for we are Ferelden.
Alistair being stupid.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
I understand.
If you survive.
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy.
He has a lot to redeem himself for.
He does indeed. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united Ferelden, Warden. Now we face the Blight.
Dum dum dum. Well, we lost Alistair. How come I don't have any attributes? Huh. He got low gain replaced Alistair. Oh Lord. They don't want to give him Merrick's sword either. A bad looking sword.
As you say.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Feel kind of bad about Alistair, though. Actually, didn't really mean to come here.
I passed your test. Fate has a twisted sense of humor, it seems. I suppose you think I'm some sort of monster. More so since I survived your ritual. You keep striking at me, and I just refuse to die decently.
I despise you, it's because you deserve it.
Ah, now there's the venom I expected. Well, is that it? Surely you've more to say to me than that. Go on, try out all the curses and insults you know. I'll teach you some new ones if they don't suffice.
I don't have to insult you. I've already beaten you.
And now what? Am I to be some trophy of your victory? The defeated enemy you drag about on a leash wherever you go? Or have you some worse fate in mind for me?
I'm either at you cost me Alistair, or we don't have to be enemies.
Yes, well, you can thank me for that later. I don't know what concession you want from me, Warden. I expect my word will not satisfy you.
You're Grey Warden now, too, you know.
Indeed, I'd almost forgotten that. Thank you for the reminder. I think it's time we got to the point here. What do you want from me? My execution was all but arranged. If you'd wanted me dead, you could have had your wish at the lands meet. I assume, then, that you have something else in mind.
Giving you a chance, I want you to take it.
Fortunate for me, then, that I've always been a man to take chances. I'm hardly blind to the irony of this situation. All of this can rightly be called my fault. Whether or not you can do better remains to be seen. But if you can make this the end, Warden, I will follow you, I swear it.
We will find a way to end this blight.
Andraste, help us then. We should speak no more of this at present. Time's wasting.
Oh, I got a 15 approval. He's still in the middle. Of course, we could always buy sweets and stuff from the merchant.
Your wish?
something I can help with?
Ow, nobody's even talking about the loss of Alistair.
What do you want? All right. All right then.
Lagging a little bit. What the deal is there?
What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
What is your wish, Kadan? As you wish.
I am listening.
Ah, fancy meeting you here. I heard rumours that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but my word, isn't this amazing? Such bustle. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Thanks. 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 Thanks.
Bribe him.
What comes, my friend? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
You usually get more, relationship dialogue. I remember in the past. I don't know why you're not now. I don't want to give him my elf roots. I might need them.
Very generous, Warden. If you need staff after the battle, keep us in mind.
Let's see if he says anything different now that he approves more.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised at your success. You beat me. Perhaps you can do this after all.
Do you want something?
I suppose I have a moment.
Why do you hate Orlais so much?
Hate doesn't describe it. I've seen painted, masked lords beat an old farmer to death with riding crops. To this day, I don't know why. Is that hate? I saw good, sensible men fight armored chevaliers with nothing. No weapons, no armies, not even hope of success to see the occupation end. Is that hate? The past is always with us. It's in our bones and our blood, and we wear it on our skin. You can think otherwise, but you'll never get far without it.
And justify what you did.
No, it doesn't. I failed. Lives were in my hands, and I failed. Nothing excuses that. In any case, there's no use discussing this. We have much work left to do. Go ahead.
How well did you know King Merrick?
He was my friend. If he'd wanted to conquer the Fade, I would have led the charge.
What made Merrick such a great king?
There are men who inspire such devotion that everyone around would lay down their lives for him. And there are men who would come and go from this world, and no one notes it. What makes them so? Your guess is as good as mine. Merrick was remarkable. That's all I can say of him.
How'd you meet Merrick?
I was hunting, well, poaching, to be entirely honest, when a boy my own age came stumbling out of the woods. He was so dirty, you'd have thought he'd been dug up out of the ground.
What happened then?
He was bloody, exhausted, and obviously being hunted. I offered to take him to my father's camp.
And that boy was Merrick?
Yes. I didn't find out who he was for a while, though. But I've rattled on for too long already. We should get moving.
Why didn't he acknowledge Alistair?
He nearly did. Merrick was never one to avoid his duty. And given his preference, he would have acknowledged his son no matter the circumstance. But he had more than his honor to think of. It would have ruined Rowan, after all. She'd be reduced to a concubine in the eyes of our neighbors, and put Kaelin's status as heir in question. So Merrick made the hard choice. Eamon offered to raise the boy, and that was that.
It was all politics.
Kings don't get the luxury of escaping politics. But we've been idle long enough. We should get moving. Of course.
Alright, I want to go back to the storage chest in Soldier Peak.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Very well.
I don't even have an arcane warrior. This one to give him more armor. Then he loses that extra strength. Maybe that'd be better. Well, we can't make him a Reaver. It hasn't been unlocked. He's already got the others. Oh, I gotta choose Templar or Berserker. All right, guys, that's all the time I got for today. I apologize for some of the technical difficulties we had. Hopefully tomorrow we'll do a lot better. But I'm going to be live tomorrow at 9. We're going to play some more Dragonage Origins. And then keep in mind, Thursday's canceled. We'll stream Friday instead. And then next Monday will be canceled as well. All right, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are usually live at least Monday through Thursday. But sometimes things come up. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up. Lets me know you liked it. And I hope y'all have a great day.